Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin, for those of you who are new here. So I'm going to rewind the clock just a little bit and talk about the content I'm featuring on my channel. So for any of you who are new here, hi, I like to bullet journal. If you don't know what bullet journaling is, this is the perfect video for you. I'm going to break down what spreads to include, how to get started, why I should even bullet journal in the first place, and the supplies that you're going to need, of course. So if you're interested, keep on watching. What is bullet journaling? So this is a great question, and I think the best way that I can answer it is by telling you guys what it has done for me. So it's really focused my mind from a very distracted world, and I've become a lot more self-aware of what's important to me and how I want to implement those things in my life to continue to bring me joy. I recommend that you guys check out the book, The Bullet Journal Method by Ryder Carroll. In there he goes over basically everything about bullet journaling, all you need to know. In this video here, I'm just going to show you a short little guide on how to get started. The first place I want to talk about is bullet journaling is a mixture between productivity and mindfulness, and in that you find a happy medium of intentionality. So what is most important to me, why are we doing this, and basically how it's best to pursue what we need to get accomplished. The supplies that you guys are going to need is easy, something simple. All you need is a piece of paper. In this case, I like to use a journal and then a writing utensil. So I love my Pigma Micron 05. So that's the utensil that I use. And then I also like my Lloydstrom 1999 bullet journal, which I've used in past videos before. The one thing that I really love about bullet journaling and has really helped me is it is a one-stop shop for everything. So I put things like grocery list, a planner in there, to-do list. If I'm going on like a camping trip or something, that can go in there as well. Everything I can think of just gets dumped into one place. It is so easy for me to pull it out and then just write something down that I need. Okay, but you're a beginner to bullet journaling. You have really no idea to set up any of these things I just talked about. The first thing you're really going to need to know is the key. And this is like a legend on a map. It is symbols that you're going to use to differentiate everything. So on here, I have things like a task. That could be, I need to go to the grocery store today. An event could be, we have a birthday party. And then a whole bunch of other stuff here. Note, task completed, task migrated, task scheduled, and then a task canceled. Those are going to be your main bullets that you're using. You check off or X off a task when it's completed. You cross it through if it's no longer needed to be done. And then migrated and scheduled, I'll get to just a little bit later. Obviously, this is your bullet journal. You can create a whole bunch of different keys that are going to best reflect you. So something that I did when I was in school is if I ever had a big test or an assignment coming up, I would use a triangle instead to mark something super important. Everybody does something a little bit different in their journal, so feel free to add more to this. How you're going to keep track of everything is in 4 main sections. The first is the index, and that you just need to think of like a table of contents. It doesn't have to be in order, and you basically divide things by the subject and then the page number. The second thing is daily spreads. So how much space should I be using for my dailies? It's up to you. Take as much space and include anything that you want. Just remember to keep it short and to write anything relevant down. I've included here just some examples of my dailies. I like to set them up the week before so I know exactly what my week is going to look laid out. Here's where we get into that one key that I mentioned, a task scheduled. So the best way I can put it is through an example. I'm going through my day, I need to call the dentist, and I've booked an appointment 3 months out from now. But where does that go? That is going to go in something you keep at the beginning of your journal called a future log. And here is just an example of what it looks like. I like to have the month and the calendar on the left, and then I write all of my tasks on the right-hand side. This just makes it a bit easier for me to track everything that's going to be going on in the future. Okay, so now it's 3 months later and that dentist appointment has come around. Here is where we're going to use the task migrated from our key section in our monthly setups. This acts like a calendar plus a brain dump for all of the tasks that you want to get done for the month. This is where you're migrating things from your future log into your monthly log, or even from your daily into the next monthly. Here are just a couple examples of what my monthly setups have looked like in the past. I've put in simple ones here because I know this is a beginner's guide to bullet journaling, but I also have lots of more creative ones up on my channel as well if you want to take a peek. Something to keep your bullet journal organized is just referencing those monthly and future logs back into your index. And a lot of bullet journals out there do have the page numbers already put on the bottom, so it makes it that much easier. Something else you might want to include are things like collections in your bullet journal. This is basically organized information that's very similar, so things like a packing list I had mentioned, or if you're doing a grocery list. These things change constantly based on your needs, the month, the year, and even the journal that you're doing. I've had collections in one bullet journal, for example, that I haven't included in a second bullet journal, and that's the one thing I love about bullet journaling is it's always adapting to who you are as a person. We're almost there, we're almost at the finish line, but I do have some key takeaways for you guys. And the first one is all about consistency. I like to take about 15 minutes in the morning, just when I get up, to start writing down all of the things that I do. If I know that I'm gonna have a busy, stressful day, or I kind of wanna sleep in for the extra 15 minutes, I'll do it the night before. But this is just something that I recommend for you guys, setting aside time to do your bullet journal. The last thing I want you to take away is that this is for you. Just be aware of the things that you're adding into your journal and see if they're adding value to your life. If they're not, take it out. If they are, keep going forward with that tracker, that daily, that whatever you're adding in. Going back just to the beginning, we want to just weed out those distractions, find out what's most important to us. It's going to keep us focused on what we want to pursue. Well, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below to help the channel grow. If there's anything that you had questions about in the video that I didn't answer, make sure to leave a comment and I'll get back to you guys. All right, I'll see you next week. Bye.